Hi Simmers, and welcome to the fourth part of the series where I try to turn Willow Creek into a medieval world. Now, in the last videos, we built a small peasant church, a bunch of peasant houses, and a library. And now we're back to houses, which was to be expected because most of the buildings in a city slash town slash whatever are going to be houses. But yeah, these ones are different though. And I liked that because I was getting really bored of building basically the same thing over and over and over again. These houses are different because we're not building peasant houses anymore. We are actually building more rich people houses. Not really rich people, but you know, decently rich people. They still have a pretty cramped space for how many Sims there are, and they don't really have, I don't know, a bunch of money. But they're getting by pretty well. They're not poor, that's for sure. And I went with this Tudor style of building houses for them because basically every time I looked up medieval houses on Google, this is what it came up with. And I really think that at first when I started this, I had in mind something else. I was going for an even older look because this series first started because I wanted to do Hogwarts Founders LP, which was a good idea in itself, but also they lived in the, I don't know, 10th century or so. And I think the Tudor houses are more like 14th century or so. I think, don't quote me on that, I'm not familiar with history that much, it's just what I know and it's probably not good. But yeah, I think the Tudor style is kind of a bit modern for what I was trying to do. But I just went with it anyway because I couldn't find any other references or stuff like that, and I had no other idea on how to make them. So I went with this. And I actually built 4 houses on a single lot, which I did a lot in the last parts. Basically because most of the references I was finding on Google were of these houses that are stuck to each other, like the same building, but split into many houses. And I really liked the look of it, so I wanted to recreate it. It doesn't really make sense here because the references were from towns. Here, not so much. But you know, I try. And I actually don't do any landscaping. Basically because I was feeling very uninspired. I placed cobblestones on the whole lot, and I think what I will try to do is kind of tie the landscaping to the lot next door. But yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Here you can see me trying to cover up the top of the chimney that I use downstairs for the kitchen, and I have this problem throughout all the 4 houses because I had only one CC fireplace cooking stove type of stuff that is functional, and I wanted them to be able to eat. But it was too tall, and I didn't want to make the walls taller because it kind of looked awkward. So I just placed dressers on top of it so it hides the top of the chimney, and I'm okay with it. I don't know if it bothers you. I was fine with it. I was really fine with it. But yeah, most of the houses look the same, so I basically cut a lot of them because the video would have been too long. But basically they're all unique, and you can see that at the end in the tour of the build. They're all really unique, but they're also all the same. I don't know if you know what I mean. Basically, they have the same rooms, they have the same type of stuff. Some of the stuff that I use are CC, and they were the only CC item of that particular category that I had. So I had to use it in every build, like the toilet and stuff like that. So I cut a lot of it. I kept the most interesting rooms, or the rooms that do not repeat. One of the houses has an artist room, one has a nursery type of stuff. I think it's this one. But yeah, I try. I like some of the houses more than I like others, but you know, that's normal with everything you do. So I don't really blame myself that much. I try to do something different with each and every one of them, and I kind of manage. Like, as I said, they're all pretty unique. They don't look like completely the same, but it's also just so much I can do. But yeah, I try to use different color schemes, different stuff. It works to an extent. I think this is the house that I had in mind for a writer, or it's the house of the artist. I can't really remember right now because as I said, I built this stuff a long time ago. Oh! There's no glitching. Right. If you saw my other videos, I had oh, wait, it's lagging now. Oh, it's going to kill me. In the first videos, I had a problem with lagging. It lagged every time I changed the perspective. And in the last video, I had a problem with a glitch at the top corner of the screen, which was very annoying, but it was better. And now the glitch disappeared, and the lagging is not that bad, but you can see that it's lagging a lot. Oh, well, that's it. I really don't know what to do with it. I tried changing the settings, I really did. But yeah, as you can see here, I placed another dresser to cover up the chimney type of situation, and here is the nursery. Yes, so this is the house of writer and her husband and their kid, little baby type of stuff. I put both a crib and a toddler bed because the baby is actually going to age up on their own and they're going to need a bed. Here I don't remember what I was trying to do exactly. I know something was bugging me about the exterior, and I tried to do something about it, but it didn't really work out, so we're not gonna mind that too much. But yeah, I kind of placed little books everywhere, like she's been reading a lot or writing a lot, and she has all that stuff around. But yeah, and here is actually the other house, and we're building the dining room. And at first I wanted to make kind of an open space living and dining area, but I quickly realized that makes no sense for the medieval times, so I put a wall, and that resulted in two very crowded rooms that I'm not very sure are functional. They look functional to me, okay? They really do. Like, if you look at that table, you can see there is space for the Sims to sit at the table. Oh, this is the funny part where I forgot to place stairs before I actually built everything. Yeah, so I placed a bunch of stuff around, then I realized I don't have stairs. I placed the stairs and I had to move everything else. It wasn't fun, to be fair, but yeah. As you can see, I really tried to make the clutter look a bit nicer. I'm placing it with move objects on. I don't succeed, to be fair. I really don't, but I tried. And I think this is the room where I placed a bunch of single beds, because I had this idea that I think is inspired by Pride and Prejudice, with a lot of sisters sharing a room and talking at night and stuff like that. I don't know. I know Pride and Prejudice is set in the Victorian era, which is like way later than I had imagined. I'm pretty aware of that, okay? But also, I don't know, the idea inspired me. And maybe all of them have, I don't know, different interests and affinities and stuff like that. But I really liked placing them there and imagining how they would talk and read and talk about books and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe they're friends with the writer next door. I don't know. I tried. I was having fun with that one. Oh, and here is an office for one of the houses. I'm not really sure what I had in mind with this office, like what the purpose of it was in my mind. I'm not really sure it is accurate to the time. I'm pretty sure it's not accurate to the time, actually. But I did it anyway. I don't know, I just wanted a room that's not so basic. And in the hallway of this house, I actually placed a bunch of items that are not functional, but they look functional, like a ceramic type of stuff. I'm not sure what it's called. But yeah. And I think this is the last house that I'm building, and I made it very white. Did I have a purpose for that? Absolutely not. I think I just wanted it to be very different from the other houses. For no reason, I was just very bored. So I made everything white, which I don't think would have been able to do in the medieval times, but I tried anyway. I don't really remember what I did with this. I think this is the painter house. I am pretty sure this is the house with the painting room. And I also put the desk here near the stairs, which was really fun. I don't know why, I just really liked that nook there right when you come in and you see that desk. I'm not really sure Sims are able to get past it. I should probably really playtest it, which I didn't, but yeah. As you can see, I put that little CC clutter there and it looks so good. But yeah, yes, those are canvases, so this is the painter's house. But yeah, all the bedrooms basically look the same. That's why I cut most of them out. Here is the painting room. It's not much because there are just so many painting items in the game, but you know, it looked pretty nice because the room is very small. I'm not sure how inspiring it would be to paint in such a small, crowded, and very not properly lighted room. But yeah, it's just so much that I can say and show on the houses because they're so repetitive and boring, because I have very limited in-game stuff, and even though I have a lot of CC, it's just so much that I can do with it when I'm building so many houses, because there are a lot. And I think this is the last houses video that I'm going to make because they are so repetitive and boring. Maybe if one of the houses that I built sticks out to me, I will make a video on it. But until further notice, this is it. I am going, however, to make a tavern video, and I've got a little plan for a small market that's gonna be very fun, I hope, and other type of community lots that I think are going to be more different and fun, and that's going to be something else. But yeah, enjoy the little tour and the nice music, and if you're not bored enough by now, maybe watch some of my other videos about the CC medieval world that I'm building, or the mushroom house that I build and has nothing to do with the medieval stuff and has no CC. See ya!